Yo, Rado and Fool, you know the vibes. What's it called? So growing up, anime been a big part of our lives. I've seen this show occasionally, but I never actually watched it fully. Like I know some stuff about it, but yeah, knowing that they brought it back for a new season, the final season, Bleach. I was like, fuck it, let me just give it a chance, and I started watching it. And you said you started watching it, rewatching it too.
Yeah, I haven't watched Bleach since high school. Like,
Yeah. How many
so
times have you
so
seen this show though? Like overall?
how many times I watched it?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've watched the show fully once, and then usually I just watch like the Espada arc. Like that's my favorite arc, so I just be watching that over sometimes. But I've watched the Espada arc probably like twice. So the one that you're in right now, I haven't. I've only seen it like a second time
So
recently.
yeah. Um yeah, so I was just like, it's one of the big three. I've seen Naruto, I've seen Dragon Ball, so I was like, fuck it, let me just watch it. I heard the new season's good, so I was like, fuck it. Um yeah, so I'm on the first 50 episodes, so we're just gonna, like, I guess just talk about the first 50 episodes.
hmm
Yeah, so what was like even before rewatching it, what was your thoughts on Bleach in general? Like the first.
So when I first watched Bleach, because Bleach was like considered one of the big threes. Like I think it was Bleach, One Piece, and people say Naruto. I like to say Dragon Ball Z. I like to say Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and One Piece, but people say it's Bleach because they're all around the same time. Naruto, and One Piece. But out of the big three, it was ranked my lowest because I found the only thing that I liked about Bleach more was probably like the character design and the style of the art. But I didn't like the story that much as much as the other two. When I first watched it, I thought the concept in the battle like mechanics were fresh, but like it's just some of the arcs were just really boring and hard to get through. Like the arc that we're currently talking about, that's like the Soul Reaper arc, because that's when Ichigo's just finding out about Soul Reapers. So that arc is actually pretty good when he gets to like fight all the captains and all that. But overall with Bleach, I don't really rank it really high because there's only two arcs that I really like. Is when he fights the captains and the Rancor arc. Espada arc when he fights Ice and all that. Those were the only two arcs that I cared about in Bleach.
Okay, yeah. So watching it from the beginning, yeah. I'm definitely interested in to see where it goes. Even though I do know a little bit of like the future, but a couple things I found interesting. Ichigo as a main character, he's all right. But like he falls into the trope of like every main character, but it's like the early 2000s, so I can't really expect
Much
like
from
a
him.
deep. Yeah, I can't expect
Can you
a
even
deep.
like describe his character? I feel like he's just serious all the time. That's it.
So he's like Naruto, but like he's actually nice. Like he's actually fuck niggas up. Like you know what I mean? Like he's literally like a knucklehead asshole who's nice, but like he'll really fuck you up. Like you know what I mean?
It was weird though, cause like you would think like he would have to get like some type of sword training, but he was just with the sits off the jump. Like he just knew how to swing the blade. Honestly, I don't think he knew how to swing. He just was swinging it, and he was folding
Yeah.
people that were like trained and everything.
No, yeah. It took him some time to get really good, I guess. But yeah, for the other side characters, um, what's her name? Rukia. I don't
hmm
know about Rukia. Like I just don't get why she would give away her powers. Like I still don't really fully understand it. Like especially if she knows the repercussions. Like you know what I mean?
hmm
Like I guess yeah, you could say like she did it because like she wanted to help him, but it was almost like it was meant to happen or something. Like it was almost kind of like she didn't have any other choice, but she kind of did. Like you know what I mean? Like the nigga. The way they, that's why the way they like the way they make the Soul Reapers seems like those niggas are not no niggas to play around with. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they really got like shit on them, and they don't have to say it, but I'm pretty sure she already knows the name of her Zanpakuto and shit. Like she knows her. You feel me? So like, I just feel like if you really felt like you was about to die, you didn't whip that out. You didn't call them. Like, was she the only person out there? Like, I don't know if they mentioned it, but like, why was she out there by herself fighting Hollows if she couldn't handle it? I don't know. This is some questions like that. I just don't. I don't know.
That's kind of because I don't remember her on her. I don't remember the mission on why she was actually there. I think she was there just to take out some hollows because I guess or I forgot the name of the town, but the town was receiving way more hollows than usual, and I think it was because of Ichigo having like higher spiritual pressure, which attracted hollows. And as you get older, I guess his spiritual pressure was like progressing. So I guess like a lot of people in that town, especially a lot of the people in that town had strong levels of spiritual pressure. So I think more hollows were there than usual. So they sent Rukia out there to scout the area, and that's why she was there. And then I guess Ichigo has the ability to see ghosts because he has such strong spiritual pressure, and his spiritual awareness has always been high. So even as a kid, he was able to see like ghosts and shit. So he's able to see soul reapers. If you're able to see ghosts, you're able to see soul reapers. So that's
Well,
why.
they kind of like they they were saying a lot, but like kind of like how Odahime's best friend didn't see the brother, and then like eventually she started seeing the ghost. So I guess it's an ability that you can like get. It's
Yeah,
not
you
like
can obtain it through time. Like I don't understand how like certain people like because there's people in the show who couldn't see him before that end up seeing them later on in the show. Like, yo, what is that? Like, I don't know. I guess it's like some type of like awakening, and especially like I realized that each one of them who've obtained that ability to be able to see ghosts, they usually go through something involving like a hollow or soul weeper like attacking them in some form of way, or like them being in the crossfires of the battle. I think which awakens their hidden abilities to be like
yeah.
ghosts.
So does everybody have like a special power then? Like
Like every
it
human.
really feels like that's what it feels like. Like you know what I mean?
Honestly, I don't think every human has a special power. I mean, if every human has spiritual pressure, but doesn't mean everyone has power. I think it's one of those things like how an anime like you got to be able to train that ability and you'll obtain one. I'm sure if everyone trained their spiritual pressure like actually went through like actual battle training and stuff like that, then they would obtain some form of power or type of power. I don't understand how Chad had the ability that he obtained. Like in order he made, she also got the ability. But I think it's one of those things that when you're aware of the situation and you're like kind of like training alongside with like other soul weepers and stuff like that. Because I guess Chad was already like super strong as a human, so he probably had like the talent for it already. So off instinct, he obtained that ability, I believe. And Ichigo, they even say Ichigo has immense spiritual pressure. He just doesn't know how to control it. So sometimes it's like he's super strong. He just doesn't know how to control his spiritual pressure. He's never been really good at controlling it. Even now, he kind of sucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just because I remember we had a conversation about erasing people's minds. It's not a power that Rukia has. It's like a spray.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, so that kind of. I have a feeling that's never gonna come back into play. But it's possible. Um,
I don't really think it's like a huge factor in the show for it to come back.
yeah. I'm pretty sure they're setting up something with Ichigo's sister. The fact that she could see ghosts now. And the last we seen her, she was hanging out with the fucking the green old nigga. You know that like I don't know.
Udahara?
The old Soul Reaper. He used to be a Soul Reaper.
Is he wearing a bucket hat?
Yeah.
Udahara? He's not really that old. He doesn't look old, but yeah,
But like he's like the old mentor wise
yeah,
type.
yeah. I
Um,
don't remember her chilling with him, but that could be the case. I don't know.
you remember the dude that the black nigga, the
He said, I know
the
exactly what you're talking about. I think they call him like
yeah,
Soul King or something like that. I don't know.
he was doing something with them and they was training them or something. I don't know. But yeah, what else? What else? What else? Uh, I don't know if I could believe that these niggas is fighting captain though. I'm sorry.
Like,
Like
like
I
it's too
don't.
soon.
It's bro. I think this is like some of the fastest anime, and but it's like not fast at all. Does that make sense? Like it's like it's fast, but then drag shit. Like bro, you gotta really think about this. Within the first 50 episodes, we're already learning about Bankai. Like he's about to reach Bankai. Like you know
I
what I
see
mean?
what you're saying. Yeah, I see what
Within the first 50,
you're
mm, and this is the second arc, pretty much.
saying.
Like, is it not? Like, it's the second arc. The first arc was the becoming the Soul Reaper. Second arc was them saving Rukia, and they still haven't saved this bitch. Like, yo, like, I was just like, yo, y'all niggas are not like, and it's always like, yo, and didn't they say when they were jumping through the portal that they only have 4 minutes, or were they just talking?
I think they. I don't remember the time frame, but I believe like the way how they got into society. There's this thing called like this worm creature thing
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
that would absorb them if they fail to make it there in time, past the gate in time, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Orihime or any of them made it through that run, but I guess
Nah, yeah, because the snake attacked him and they all fell from the sky and shit.
yeah, they all went through training though before they went through that portal, didn't they?
Yeah, but it was
You don't feel
it's
like it
it's
was long enough.
no, it definitely wasn't. But that's fine. I mean, the nigga, the bow and arrow nigga went to the woods and shot arrows 100 times. Like you know what I mean? It's like yeah, I just don't. And from the setup of Ichigo's character, I don't believe that he would allow them to come with him. Does that
Mm.
make sense?
Well, like,
Especially because he didn't know they had powers.
yeah. What trait do you think that? Why do you think that he wouldn't do it? Like, what do you see in him as a
Because
character?
he's a type of nigga to like not bring people like to the fight. Does that make sense? Like not like put people in harm's way that he doesn't like. Like it's like him bringing Otohime to a fight. Like what the fuck is she gonna do? Like why would he do that? He's usually like Otohime run away like some shit. Like you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
he didn't know she had powers. He didn't know they were training. He didn't like. So it's like for him to just be like, oh yeah, oh shit, they're coming. Oh yeah, sure, that's
Who
cool.
was training them anyways? Right? Was it
The cat,
Urahara?
the cat.
Yoruichi and Urahara? I think I think in a way though, like if they're there and Yoruichi and Urahara didn't stop them, Ichigo probably trusts them their judgment more than himself. He's like, all right, if they're not if they're saying like, oh, they can go, bro, and they've been to the Soul Society and they know how dangerous the Soul Society is, like, all right, they must have been doing something with
Yeah,
them. So you know what I mean? I think that's like more of an assumption I'm making, but I think it's just one of those things where like he was putting it because in every almost every arc, right? Ichigo's doing his own thing, training, right, to try to get strong, and everyone else is doing their own thing, and they just show up, and then you can see that one Urahara is usually with Chad, and Yoruichi is usually with Orohime, and they come and they gather up, and basically it basically the steps are like, all right, they must have been doing some training too, and he's able to sense how strong they become too, based off sensing spiritual pressure. Like so, he's probably aware of the situation. Like I don't know what they've been doing, but like clearly they've been going through some training. So probably that's why he let it be. But honestly, if it was like a solo dolo thing and it was the beginning and they all meet up and Urahara and Yoruichi had nothing to do with it, he probably wouldn't let them come. In all honesty,
but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, the reason why I still don't feel like these niggas should be able to fight captains.
I don't think so too. Though I don't think they're able to compete with captains. Um, The way how Ichigo.
Bro, Ichigo banged up on 3 niggas.
Yeah,
he banged up. He banged up. Bro, he banged up 2 regular niggas. Not 2 regular niggas, but they were pretty lit niggas. And then he banged up Zenpachi. Like Zenpachi or
yo,
whatever. Like
that
nigga,
fight,
what?
that fight, I didn't. Like, if you see what he does, Kapachi can do later, bro, and I don't think he really goes through training like that. So I'm like,
The only thing that happened was he asked his Zanpakuto the name.
mm,
That's like the only thing that's happened so far. But it's like, and I know just because by like just like people talking about the show, like how strong he is and shit. So it was
yeah,
just like it was just kind of like,
it makes no sense, bro. Like at that fight, I still don't get it either. I'm like, yo, Kapachi, you shouldn't have lost that fight. Like,
bro. And then his sword's like, do you want to fight? Do you want to win? It's like obviously, but that's not gonna make him stronger. Like just because he wants to win, like I
dude,
don't
every
know.
time, bro, every time when he's going through some shit, Zangetsu shows up and he's like, "Oh, why don't you believe in me? Why don't you? How many times you gotta give this man this speech, bro? Like, did he know how to bang already? Like, use your power already? All of a sudden, he's like, you haven't been using my power right. I'm like, you said that last time. Like, so was he ever using your power right? Like,
I mean, yeah, I mean, I do think that's a cool aspect that everybody's swords like people or with like spirits or whatever. Like that's pretty cool. But
mm.
Chad, I think Chad's cool. Uh, I just don't get how he's fucking up Soul Reapers. Um, the Quincy, I'll give the Quincy, I'll give him like a fair shot. Like okay, maybe he's banging on niggas,
Yeah, because
but
there was, I believe the Quincy more because they have beef with the Soul Reapers. So obviously, if they have beef, it's like they did battle with Soul Reapers. So I can see that. But Chad and Orihime, I can understand why you're kind of hesitant about them. But it's like they're like the humans. They're like, we got to give the humans something. I feel like that's what they kind of did.
I still think they could have done stuff without them interacting with like and fighting. Like you know what I mean? Like they could have been like this, like strategically trying to get Rukia, but that did happen a little bit further on, like when they were dressing up as them. But yeah, Chad just knocking niggas the fuck out.
I feel like it would have been kind of dope if they did something where like they had to go through something strenuous in order to get abilities. I don't know, like someone get Udohara is like a scientist, so he's pretty knowledgeable. Maybe he does something to their bodies that gave them like somewhat like Soul Reaper abilities or some type of ability. I didn't think they should just have abilities innately like that, but
Bro, and then because Orihime, she got the clip from her brother.
yeah,
How the fuck are they ancient animals or spirit beings? Like I don't.
I don't think the clip itself is the power. I think you know how like in Simon King they have like those relics. I think that sentimental thing kind of like bonded with her power, and it became the source of her power, basically.
Okay, I mean, sure. I guess that's yeah. Um, but yeah. Overall, it's cool. It's a solid show. I'm like season 3. 50 episodes in.
Who's your favorite character so far?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I honestly I don't know. But prior to the show, like just off of like fighting games and shit, my favorite was Renji and Hayabusa. Those
Mm.
niggas, they just looked fresh. Like, and then like the Ice Dragon, and then the fucking. I seen their Bankais too, so I know like they really turn up. Like, you know what I mean? It's random side note. Renji definitely shouldn't have lost to Ichigo. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the
He's a
fuck.
bot, bro. He's a
Like,
bot. Bro, you've been training how long? Your whole life, and you lose to Ichigo. I don't. But the thing is, they gave Ichigo like a mega boost out of nowhere in that whole show. Like,
bro, they gave him 2 training arcs in this one arc. Like that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Like I just feel like I don't know. Like, is it just gonna keep on going from here? Like they've only from so far they only say there's 2 forms: the regular Zanpakuto form, and then
And the
uh,
Shikage.
the Shigai form, and then
and
there's
then Bankai.
Bankai. Yeah,
The thing is, I don't know if Ichigo's sword is always in Shikai form. That's what's
yeah.
kind of
It is. It is. He said it is. Like it's always out. Like I
yeah.
guess, but I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, they already showed us a Bankai. It was that robot nigga. He's fighting the Quincy.
Oh, the captain,
Yeah, like
and he had like a big like gas looking creature, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then the Quincy just fucked that nigga up. Called it a day. Put that nigga. And
I don't know if you met
then
Ikaku yet, the bald dude.
who?
He's in Kenpachi's crew. I don't
The
think you have.
one, the nigga with the staff that bends.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
favorite.
yeah. What's his name? Already fucked him up. That was the first nigga. That was the first nigga that Ichigo fucked up.
Yeah, that's my favorite dude right there. That
He was
nigga,
cool.
that nigga's fresh. I like his abilities. His ability is fresh too.
But yeah, our favorite Zanpakuto so far, probably Hasabuya.
Mm.
That sword just looks so fleet.
Mm.
And I didn't know his um what's that form that Ichigo's always in?
Shikai?
Yeah, this I didn't know Hasabuya's Shikai form is like the water dragon like itself. Like you know what I mean? Like I thought the
Oh,
water dragon was his Bankai.
the Nah, I think his that's what's kind of weird. Like I don't know if he has a Shikai form. I don't know if his sword's always in Shikai form or like, cause like I think some Shikai forms are just like actual abilities, and then some are actually like short transformations. That's a good question. I don't know, to be honest. I never even thought of that, to be honest. Because usually he usually just does Bankai.
Yeah, I don't know. I seen him with the ice wings and shit. Shit looks cool. Um, but yeah, so I'm at episode 50. When does I'm assuming before this arc ends, this nigga is gonna have Bankai.
Yeah, yeah, he's nothing. Yeah, that's how he basically saves Rukia when he has his Bankai form.
That is crazy. You don't think so?
When you say how you talking about Hitsugaya, right? The white hair dude.
I don't know the nigga's name, the ice nigga, bro. You know,
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Hitsugaya.
that's not his name, Hasabuya.
Yeah. Nah, you close. It's Hitsugaya.
Uh,
Toshiro Hitsugaya. It's kind of hard to remember anime names. Those shits are forced.
I don't know, even though they say that they state their names a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's it called? But yeah, I think it's I'm gonna keep watching, I guess. I hope I finish. Like
Yeah.
I hope it pushes me to finish. But
Have you been watching it and feeling like, oh damn, I don't want to watch this no more at all, or
no, like I've been pushing through because I'm interested in with the eyes and stuff. Like obviously knowing that the nigga's like a main villain, like knowing that kind of like motivates me to watch like what his plan is. Like knowing that his death was like in the beginning and it kind of like impacts the plot. I'm interested to see where it goes. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to know how did people feel not knowing that he was a villain, like you know what I mean, like seeing his death and shit. Like I don't know. I wonder how people felt like watching that. You know,
oh, are you talking about one of the captain that left? Like
Aizen, like
Isaac? Yeah, yeah.
Aizen's death, like how every like I wanted like not because I watched it knowing that he's clearly not dead and like he's like the main villain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But like I wonder how it is watching it, not knowing that he's like a villain. Like you know,
Yeah.
um, the
It's
fucking
crazy. It makes him seem like he's so OP with that power, but when you think about it, Illusions is pretty powerful.
I mean, yeah, uh, what's it called? And they blamed Hasagaya.
Yeah, Hitsu guy. Yeah, they
Yeah,
blamed him for the murder.
yeah, yeah. Um,
And there was this girl named, I don't know, they call her Momo, I think.
Yeah,
Momo.
yeah, there's no more. I was like, oh shit, they're banging. Like she just whipped out the stick on her nigga. She just started letting it rip. Like I was like, oh
Stroking
shit.
Eisen, bro. She was like stroking Eisen, bro. She didn't want to
Nah, she was gagging on his shit.
going crazy over it. Eisen don't even think one, two things about her, bro. That's a
Yeah,
crazy.
I know his return's gonna be crazy. Like, you know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm also interested in seeing find because like I like the aspect that right now the Soul Reaper and the whole Soul Society is like the villains to a degree. And
Yeah.
then once it focuses more towards like the other villain, like the Hollow villains and shit, I
Yeah.
feel like that's where I'm gonna be more interested in because I want to find out more about that. Like I'm actually,
I'm
I
I'm
and
kind of worried though. I feel like you're gonna give out when you get to the bounce. Glamour of wearing diamonds.
Diamonds bring status, elegance, and prestige. Their brilliance makes